Batters! For a taped episode. Totally not live anymore for the time being.
Nope.
Not sure why that came out so robotic.
Yeah, it was weird.
I apologize.
It's almost like an android.
But, okay, well, thank you for saving that shit open.
You're welcome.
Because we're talking about a movie that deals with aliens and androids.
Yeah.
The A&As of sci-fi.
Yep.
How funny is it that they cornered the market first movie?
Oh, yeah.
Like, yes, there was androids, I think, maybe a robot. I don't know that there was an android. There must have been before that. In a movie.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
But to nail them both. Just go, oh, no, we want this one and this one.
Well, was there movies with androids and aliens?
I don't believe so. But if I'm wrong...
But there might be.
I will be corrected. If I find that I am wrong on my own, I will update you, Geek Bancers. But yes, we're talking about 2024. I'm going to say it. Instant classic.
Ooh.
Alien Romulus.
And I'm still coughing, so enjoy.
We always do.
Oh, thank you.
COVID is great.
Yeah, this wasn't even COVID.
You say that.
It wasn't. I put the sticks in my nose.
But anyway, all jokes aside, we have it. It was directed by Fede Alvarez, who did Evil Dead.
Phenomenal.
Don't Breathe before this. I haven't seen either, but I'm 100% going to watch them.
Oh.
Written by Fede Alvarez and Rodo Sayagas. Okay?
Yep.
And here we go. Budget. Very conservative these days, which was very smart.
Mm-hmm.
And aside from one particular use, flawless execution of this budget. This should be one of those templates that you go, hey, we want to reawaken an old IP or an old movie franchise. What should we do? I don't know. Watch Alien Romulus. Or watch Predator Prey.
Yep. Okay,
another one with a low budget that killed it and reignited the franchise.
Yes.
Okay? Alright, so budget, $80 million. Box office, can you guess?
$80 million is so low for this day and age.
Let's say it's $100 million with the marketing.
Yeah.
Does that sound fair?
That's about right.
Because I would say
we'll go with that.
Probably enough marketing for this movie.
And when you say box office, are we talking worldwide?
Yep. I'll give you one guess. I won't be a dick. Just do one guess.
$240 million.
350.8.
Wow, way higher than I thought.
Yeah.
So they
guaranteed.
They made money.
You know what? They made so much money that the company could probably hide other failed movies' losses into this.
Yes.
Because apparently that's a thing that they don't want us to know about.
Disney wouldn't do that.
Warner Brothers has been trying to do that for like 5 fucking movies.
And Warner Brothers just like, ask Sheldon.
Every single movie in the last like 5 years that has come out that has bombed, specifically superhero movies, that's one of the ones.
Yeah.
Because they look at Marvel and go, oh, they get billions. So we can just shovel our losses into this. Okay.
Yep, that's working well for them.
Anyway, but this is like a template. Use this as a template to sit there and go, okay, all right. This is right. Especially because, and this is what I was going to say was, and it pertains to Predator, I'm starting to think that certain franchises shouldn't be looked at as try to do this for as long as possible. Do it in spurts.
Okay, yep.
Okay, like look at ebbing and flowing and going, okay, so the last Aliens movie, we just kind of barely made bank. Let's wait 5, maybe 10 years to do another one.
Yeah, right.
Because like the last movie, I think the last movie obviously did well enough for this movie to happen.
Alien Covenant?
Yeah.
Actually, well, this is the first movie through Disney, though, right?
True.
And the reason Disney greenlit this is because Prey was so successful.
Okay. But even still.
Oh, and Planet of the Apes was successful. So those 2 Fox franchises being hits.
That's good, though. I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm glad. Now, Planets is one of those ones where I would have grouped in this one, but lately I'm like, yeah, but they keep coming out, and they keep soft rebooting.
Yeah, they do.
You know?
Yeah. So
they're still kind of saying, like, you could, if you wanted to, count all of these movies
Mm-hmm.
right into the original franchise and have this big giant loop. Or you can pick and choose which versions that you want as canon.
Yep.
It's genius.
It is. It is. No, they're doing a great job with that series.
I haven't even watched that one, but I instantly was like, no, I want to watch it.
Oh, it's...
I want to watch it. Like, instantly
the
I
visual
saw
effects are probably
like,
the best this year. They are
Really?
so good.
That's good.
Yeah. And Kevin Durant is the villain. Awesome.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Awesome.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. Yeah, because I remember the trailer and I was like, oh, he's good. And then I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
he's like, I didn't see that coming. So good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so getting back to this, I think these are one of those ones, and Predator, where get them while you can, and then once you see, okay, this one didn't do as well.
Yep.
Depending on how bad it did, like if it bombed, okay, back off, leave it for 5, maybe 10 years. Actually, leave it for 5. Send out some sort of notification to the media and go, we're thinking about doing another Aliens or Predators movie, and then see the reaction. If the reaction is like, oh, fuck yeah, as long as it's not as bad as that last one,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
But if the reaction is, ugh, no, then fuck off. Leave it.
It was the first reaction they got with this. Ridley Scott's only producing this time. Don't worry.
Yeah.
No, he's not directing.
Well, okay, look, to be honest with you, the more and more I think about it, I do think that the studios are fucking around more than we realize. Because, like, even with Prometheus, sorry.
Yep.
He did say that this was supposed to be the beginning of the Aliens.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's in the universe, but it's not related.
This is the beginning of them. We'll get to them.
Yeah.
But, like, and I guarantee he probably thought of this as part 1, part 2, part 3 is, like, the last half of part 3 is all Alien.
Yeah.
This is the beginning, now we see Alien, or even, like, the third with the last 20 minutes of the part 2, right? Franchise their origin.
Yeah.
And they went, ugh.
Well, Prometheus made a shit ton of money, but people didn't love it.
No.
So then they brought the aliens in for the second part,
Look,
rather than the third.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They rushed, but they rushed it hard, though.
And then that was good, and it made money. But then the Disney sale happened and put a hold on the third movie.
Yeah.
And then it originally got canned.
Yeah. But, so my biggest thing with Prometheum, though, or whatever.
That's a cool name, though, Prometheum.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Warren Ellis book. I agree with
yeah. So Prometheus, for me, I've tried watching it, like, back again, and just go, I don't care about the aliens.
Yep.
Take them completely out of your mindset. And I'm still just like, yeah, but there's a lot of dumb things that happen in this movie that take me out of it. So I don't think that I'll ever go, it was awesome, it was great. I'm glad it made a ton of money.
Yeah,
don't
get
get me wrong.
I think it made almost $500 million worldwide.
And who knows, maybe it wasn't studios so much as the fans were also just like, because like I said earlier, fandom is insane.
Oh, fandom is insane.
Like, absolute
They can be amazing,
insanity.
or they can be pieces of shit. And there's really not a whole lot of in between.
No, it
amazing,
seems
or it's
very
a piece of
extreme.
shit.
Yeah, you're either like totally accepting of everything and just acknowledging that these things aren't for you, or you're just like, I bought this comic book. You have to listen to everything I say.
Yeah,
I don't like anything in this book, but I'm going to continue buying it.
Yep.
I just want you to write for me specifically, and then multiply that by however many fucking people are buying that book. You bought a ticket. You weren't entertained. It's 50-50.
Yep.
Okay? Can't get your money back. I understand. Just don't watch the movie again.
That's my way. That's what I do. Oh, Penny.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Okay.
I think it's.
I just want to make a sure.
Yeah, you know what? It's recording still.
Sure.
I'm just going to make sure the screensaver's off.
So, real quick,
Mm-hmm.
cast: Kaylee Spaney as Rain, an orphaned minor.
Yeah.
Who's fantastic. absolutely fantastic. Oh, wow. I didn't know that it was her from Pacific Rim Uprising.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also Civil War from this year.
Which I didn't see.
Good movie.
Oh, and the Craft Legacy. I don't know about that.
Oh, I missed that one. Darn.
Yeah, David Johnson as Andy, an android.
Andy the android.
Is her surrogate brother.
Yeah.
Also really good. I really liked
his performance was probably the best of the movie.
The way I love the way he moved.
Yep.
Because he moved like an android trying to look human.
Right.
So it almost looked too fluid.
Yeah.
At everything he did, but it still wasn't like robotic. I was like, I can't get over.
And then you get that halfway point in the movie where he just switches completely.
Oh, because of the disc.
Like
the program.
Him as an actor, I was blown away by that because it felt like a new person.
Totally, he went from
it was just like
surrogate brother.
Look, I got goosebumps talking about that.
Yeah,
that performance was that good.
Cold robot.
Yeah,
and I was like, holy fuck,
so good,
so good. Archie Renault as Tyler K's brother and Rain's ex-boyfriend, also really good.
Yep.
Oh, hilarious! Check this out. Live, or not live, but recorded.
Live from New York. Hey!
It's funny because like I put deodorant on, reapplied before I came here.
Yeah.
And when I pulled up my shirt and put it down, I was like, oh, that felt kind of weird. And I kind of went like this, and I didn't feel anything. And then I was just kind of scratching. There we go.
Wow, that's some intense belly button then.
Yeah, no kidding, eh?
Whoa, a whole sheet.
Wow. Isabella Merced as Kay, Tyler's pregnant sister.
Yeah. She was really good too.
She was also really good. Didn't see her in anything, but yeah, she was good. Actually, no one was bad in this movie.
No, it's a great cast.
No one was bad at all. Spike Bjorn.
Mm-hmm.
Bjorn, Tyler and Kay's cousin.
Yep.
Eileen Wu as Navarro.
That poor girl.
Pilot and Bjorn, adopted sister. And of course, Rook, an android science officer on board the Romulus. Actually voiced by Daniel Betts, while the physical appearance is based on the likeness of the late Ian Holm, who portrayed Ash in the original.
Totally different android. Now here's my thing, okay, buddy? Here's my thing.
Yep.
Why didn't they just make that character Michael Fassbender, and then they could have said this was the third Prometheus? Done.
Yeah.
Got Michael Fassbender in there.
Especially because that would have been it would have been done. Like fucking the ending to Split.
Yeah.
Where if you didn't know, so I'm sitting there watching and I'm like, oh, man, this movie was so fucking good. I can't get over how good this movie was. And then they go to the diner, and then they show Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit! Jesus Christ!
It hit me about 10 seconds earlier because the music started playing the Unbreakable theme. I was just like, wait a minute.
Totally missed it because I hadn't seen it in so long, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
I was just like,
and now
holy fuck!
There's all kinds of speculation online that Trap, Shyamalan's new movie just came out.
Oh boy.
Takes place in the Unbreakable universe.
Oh
and
boy.
I watched it, and I'm reading all these things, and I'm just like, yes. Holy shit, yeah, I bet it does.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. That's awesome.
Keep it going.
Maybe Bruce Willis will come back.
Maybe they'll just make him an android.
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, didn't he sign so his likeness could be used going into the future?
He did sign that.
Yeah, well, you know what? There you go.
He must have figured out a way to make sure that his kids make bank for him to do that. That's my gut is telling me that. Because, I mean, like, for him to do what he did towards the end, well, I shouldn't say the end.
Well, at the end of his career.
At the end of his career.
Yeah.
He's still alive, everyone.
So morbid.
Yeah. But, like, he was doing it for money. Like, He was like, I just fucking worked as much as I possibly could for money. So
you know what? He's always been ahead of the game in Hollywood when you think about it. Like, he was on the team that opened up the Planet Hollywoods. He was in Apocalypse, which, as far as I can remember, is the earliest video game that had an actor star in it
Right.
on the PlayStation 1.
He's always just a cool dude.
Yeah.
Like, I know that, like, he might have been, well, I shouldn't say I know, but you hear enough.
You hear the stories.
Hear enough. He probably was a little bit of a shit to deal with when you're working with him. It probably wasn't fun to work with him. And I can say that because enough people have come out, so it's kind of like, it's hard to sit there and be like, it's all you guys.
Yeah.
It's probably, and it could be like a mixture of all of them, right?
Yep.
Like, let's be real.
Yep.
Because I'm not exactly the easiest guy to work with all the time, so I get it, right? But yeah, no, you're right. Like, he fucking...
Yeah, so for him to sign it, and I think he's the first to sign it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Ian Holm must have.
Well, see, that's what I was thinking too, because, like, I didn't hear of any controversy.
Yeah.
No one was coming out, like, from his family or the state of was like, what the fuck?
Well, they signed off, so that was good, okay to do, but, like, I wish they would have told the fans that at the same time, but, like, listen.
Just a heads up,
listen,
you're going to see something.
You know, it's all good.
Yeah.
Because
you're going to see
when
something.
I watched it,
everything's clear. I did the same thing.
I was like,
oh, yeah.
That's so distasteful.
It was more off-putting than the Promethean baby.
And especially since he was so phony looking.
Oh, it looked terrible.
You could tell it was his face on top of someone.
That's literally the
Just a floating face.
The CGI that I hated the most.
Yeah.
The worst use of their funds, of that $80 million that I was praising them for. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
And that was probably the most expensive thing to do.
Blew my mind. And
why?
Like you said, yours is easier.
Yeah.
Oh, Fassbender.
Yeah.
Hey, we need you for 2 hours, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You don't even have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
We just have to shoot your face.
You're basically gonna stand under the floor, so it looks like you're just here up.
We'll just we'll pay you.
Yeah. And then I would have been happy because I would be like, oh, this ties up the Prometheus story.
Exactly.
But no. Because the black goo started in Prometheus. It's in this.
And
what the fuck?
The fucking baby hybrid, the Promethean human.
Yeah.
That looked like a fucking
I know.
What was it, the makers?
The engineers.
The engineers, yeah.
Like it did. It had that engineer appearance to it.
So it's easy.
Yeah.
You're there. You're so fucking there.
I don't know what you're...
I mean, to be fair, even if they retroactively come out and say, yeah, by the way, that's the third. That's the third one.
Right.
I'd be like, okay, fine. I'll accept it. But that shit with Rook was horrible.
It was horrible.
Oh my god, it was so bad.
Like, none of it makes sense. Like, why would you not just put David the android in there? Ridley Scott produced it. He went over the script and he helped them with all the script and stuff. Like, he was on the movie the whole time pretty much.
Well, even the character itself isn't even bad.
Yeah.
It's just that fucking face.
That face.
That's the worst part.
And then when he turns out to be an evil android at the end, you're like, okay, well, that would have been perfect for David because he's an evil fucking android.
Exactly. Ugh.
Anyway.
But other than that, loved it. Loved the movie. Like, it's honestly, it's 4 Chris heads out of 5. I was tempted to do 3.5 because that shit is so brutal.
I think I gave it
But I'm a 4 out of 5 for this.
I think I gave it a 3.5.
And I have to rewatch Alien Covenant.
Yep.
Because for me it was Aliens, like my most recent rankings.
Yeah.
Aliens.
Pretty sure the top 2 will never change.
Covenant. And if they do, it'll be just each of them switching.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm
feeling Aliens this month. Now. Yeah, we'll put you on top.
But Alien is still better than everything else.
Yeah.
So there's no way any of those will drop to 3. In fact, I would be amazed if in my lifetime there is a movie that is better than any of those 2. But okay.
The TV show next year might have a shot.
It
sounds good.
Might have a shot.
And
TV has been
damn good.
Getting crazy.
Yeah.
Like, just crazy.
Like, takes place after the first movie, and it's about the Yutani Corporation growing the xenomorph on Earth.
I hate that they put it on Earth all the time.
Well, they're on Earth, though.
I know, but, like, I like the idea of the alien never making to Earth. Once you get to Earth, I feel like that's it, because that's as far as you can go.
Yeah.
Because one of the reasons why I think you should do an ebb and flow with these franchises, Predator included, is there really is only so much you could do with them. It has to be some form of an enclosed space.
Yep.
Okay, you have to have that tightness, that isolation, right? The alien has to get free.
Yep. Well, every time.
Right? A bunch of people have to die.
Yep.
They have to do something that kind of hints at a sequel. That's it. Once you go to Earth, well, then what? It's like Predator, Jurassic Park's another one. Jurassic Park isn't, in my opinion, a concept that you can milk 5, 6, 7, 8 movies every 2, 3 years. You have to get your shots in, let people breathe, come back and say, hey, what about now?
I know the next one comes out next year, and I'm kind of like, I think it's too soon. I think it's too soon from Dominion.
And there might be a lot of people that say the same thing, especially because it wasn't like they ended on this giant note.
Dinosaurs are on Earth now, like the whole planet.
Right? So,
covered in dinosaurs.
So where
do you go?
You see?
Dinosaurs in space.
Yeah. They were actually the precursor to the xenomorph.
Crossover with Machete.
Machete.
But
yeah, so overall, like I said, right now it's Aliens, Alien Covenant, believe it or not.
Covenant's a good movie.
And Alien Romulus.
Okay.
So that's and then right after that is Alien with Sigourney, or not Sigourney, but Revolutions? Resurrections.
Yeah. So Resurrection is actually my third favorite.
I know.
I love Resurrection.
I know.
A lot of people hate it. Resurrection's awesome. It's a great cast, like a great ensemble cast, and it's funny. You know, it's not dark and serious like the rest. Like it has a different vibe. Then it's got so many cool scenes in it. Like I actually like the alien baby in it. The swimming scene with the aliens is incredible. Like that is just so suspenseful.
Like the different aliens that they're doing. Like the dog, or not the dog alien, but yeah, you're right. Like the swimming alien. That scene for me. So, Resurrection, when I remember the first couple of times I watched it, it was just like, it didn't feel enough like Aliens. Or at least I didn't think it felt right?
Yeah.
But then, like, I rewatch it now, like I said, it's in my top 4. Like, because, or top 5 yet, but it's still like, that's...
I mean, you look at those first 4 Alien movies, they're all different genres.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
But I think part of the problem was Resurrection was steering too far away from the horror genre. Right? Now, I get it. That time period, you weren't doing a lot of horror. And if you were, it was like slasher horror.
It was coming that new school 2000s.
Yeah. So it was all slashers.
Yep.
It was all trying to like...
Yep.
Not... deconstruct the horror genre.
Right, yeah.
Because they all have to be Scream.
All of them.
Scream
all of them
did it, and everyone else went, yeah. But I mean, 70s, there was a bunch of slasher flicks. So I mean, I get it. It's one of those where I didn't appreciate it at the time, but now I'm like, no, because like, I mean, Alien to Aliens, you've got straight up horror. For all the same reasons, like body horror. You've got the thematic horror.
Yep.
Then it's this unstoppable evil.
You got the cat and mouse game.
The actual stalking.
Yep.
Like, it's a slasher flick with an alien.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, you are trapped in a cage with a monster.
Yeah, exactly. And then the second one...
It's just all-out action.
Is the same premise.
Yeah.
But now we've injected, like, testosterone.
Right, yeah.
Fucking steroids. Yeah.
And
cocaine.
Like, my change in films has, like, really helped me, like, on whether I like Alien and Aliens better, because for a long time, Aliens was number 1.
Yeah.
Now Aliens number 1. And it's the same with the Terminator movies, too. Like,
Terminator 2 still for me.
T2 is still my favorite, but T1, I think, is on equal ground now. Whereas I always used to think it was, like, T2 was so much better. Like, Terminator 1 is a fucking, like, that's a horror movie. That's a scary movie.
I remember when I first watched it, I was still on the young side. And, of course, it was after I'd seen Terminator 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, it was hard to wrap my head around the fact that he was the bad guy.
Yeah.
Because now, like, some of the shit in the beginning, or the T2 makes sense, because you're like, oh, that explains why she would, of course they tell you, but when you're a kid, you don't retain all that, right? And and then a straight up stalker slasher flick. Same thing.
And the same with me. Like, I watched T2 first, and then it was weird to see him as the bad guy. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
He gave a thumbs up. What happened?
It'd be even weirder if Robert Patrick was the good guy.
Yeah, that'd be really weird. That'd be so weird.
and for some reason,
Yeah.
that likeness was what they used. Just at random.
Yeah.
It was his character's son. He became a cop.
Oh man.
But I don't have anything else to say.
So for me, like Romulus, I put it 6. I think it's 6 on my list because I really do like Prometheus and Covenant.
Yeah, which is fine. That's fair.
But here's my
Plus, it's your list.
Yeah, here's my thing with with Romulus. Okay, like visually gorgeous, super suspenseful, good cast of characters, but everything feels so familiar already. Like there's so much I've been here before. Like it didn't seem fresh enough to me, and I really thought it would be because if you watch Evil Dead, you'd be like, holy fuck, compared to the originals, right?
Okay.
So
that's fair. Okay.
I was actually because our friend of the show Riley,
good guy.
Yeah, he watched on the weekend and he had the same kind of opinion as me. So this is what I pitched to him, what I would have done with Romulus to make it different.
Okay.
And he thought it was great. So I'm going to throw it to you and you tell me what you think. Okay.
Oh, before you say anything,
yes,
I want to say this before I forget. That baby is fucking hella unnerving.
Oh man, do you see what the guy looks like in real life? I've had the meme on my phone forever, and I was like, God damn it, Chris, watch the movie so I can show this to you.
Oh man, because like I could not get over, and also like the sounds it made,
yeah,
and everything. I was just like, oh my god, and yeah, like it's a huge misstep for it not to be the precursor to the Engineers, but still,
yeah, like I really thought her becoming an alien queen would have been awesome.
That would have been
awesome. She gives
awesome.
birth to the first egg with a facehugger in it. Like
that would have been awesome.
And then Rain just gets the facehugger, and that's the end. It's a nice dark ending. No one lives. It's happiness. I'll find it later. But anyways, so here's what I would have done.
Yeah, I agree about the ending. The ending was a bit like,
yeah,
it didn't need it.
It was creepy as fuck, but it almost felt like a different movie at the same time.
It didn't need that ending. I agree. Like at least she should have got away free.
Mm-hmm.
But
okay, so I would have had the spaceship that they flew up to. I would have had it crash land on the planet they're on. Okay. So, Rain and her crew, they head to the ship, and then you get everyone else from that little town like involved and stuff too. And it's almost like Slither with facehuggers on this planet.
Oh.
Okay. And then you could have had the xenomorphs hunting the humans through the wilderness, predator style, off trees and things.
Oh.
Okay. And then you could have done like
already though, that visual, like my mind is just like, whoa, because I'm seeing them like crawling around in the. You know what's funny is like I'm like, where do you go? What do you do next? Keep them closed and confined, and you're like, man, open it up.
Open it up.
And I'm like, but it's still confined because it's a forest.
It is like it's just this little town, right? So I'm thinking,
but
like
now the visual.
You had the camera pull out, and you almost have like remember in 30 Days of Night with the camera pulled out, and you just saw the vampires killing everyone, blood just splattering everywhere.
Yes.
You pull out on the little town, and you do that with the xenomorphs.
Keep going, bud.
All right,
keep going. So far, I'm
in. So then you kind of play everything the same from the movie, but like in their town, like
right.
So they know what they're working with because they're familiar with everything.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, and then eventually the only way off the ship. Off this planet is to get onto that crashed spaceship, find an escape pod, and get off the planet.
Okay.
So she could have still got off the planet the same way.
Yep.
Got up, the xenomorph or something is on the ship with her, and then she could get rid of her, whatever, up in space.
She could die there.
Yeah. But that's how I would have played it.
And do you still do the Prometheus baby or whatever? Do you still do that?
If you're doing that, you're doing the Alien Queen. I'm rewriting that like so quick.
So then now I'm thinking, because like, I would say do the Alien Queen as the teaser for the next movie.
Mm-hmm.
The Alien Queen is what kills Rain.
Yeah.
Not the facehugger.
Not the facehugger.
Because, like, eventually, what's her face is the act. The whatever.
Spiney,
yeah. No, not Rain. At some point, the mother.
Oh, the mother. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that so the Promethean baby doesn't eat her or suck her insides out or whatever that thing did.
Yeah.
Which was horrifying to
Yeah.
see. Instead, it does the baby Ripley scene where it comes up to her, sniffs, goes, "Oh, hold on a second."
Yeah.
And then as it's backing off, you see her skin start to change color or something like that. Hint that there's a change happening.
Yeah, and then she just screams like, "Ah!"
Yeah,
and her head's becoming elongated.
Yes. Oh.
And then I wasn't thinking that. Cut the black.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
And that is how Ken Levitsky would have wrote Romulus.
See, that would have been a 5. That would have been a 5, even if you did the Rook move.
Mm-hmm. It would have been familiar, but
you wouldn't have done that. But if you did, I still would have been like, "That's 5," because that's I like that. I like that. Oof. Yeah, no, I have to say, yeah, you guys are on the right track.
Yeah, that was me. So that's what I would have done. And now I kind of feel like with Rain in Space, and if we're getting another sequel that's directly off of Romulus, it could just be another spaceship movie. Like.
Yeah,
you got to really
honestly, I was looking at it too narrow-minded. You're right, like
because I'm thinking like Riddick. Riddick hasn't been afraid to try new things with every movie.
That's very true.
And every movie's great for its own reason.
Yes, although we think they're great.
They're great.
Not everyone does.
They're great.
We fucking saw the second one in the theater.
Yeah, fucking great, we did.
I was glad I did.
Yeah,
honestly, I
loved it.
Not disappointed. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
That's such a good movie. That's one of those movies where when I catch it, I'm like, "Oh, when are you on next?
Yeah.
Can I rewind this? Oh no, wait, hold on a second. Where are you streaming?" Because I'll just watch it.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good.
Absolutely.
Totally agree. Fucking rights.
So.
But on an end note for this, it is Romulus. Alien Romulus is a 4 out of 5 for me. Watch it. I really enjoyed it. However, I may bump it to 3.5 after hearing Kenneth's proposed rewrites, because that was killer.
No, keep it at your 4. The movie is what it is, and if that's how you feel.
That rewrite does actually make me want more out of it. So for now, it's a 4.
All right.
For now, it's 4. But still,
I think 3.5 is a good solid number for me.
There's nothing wrong with 3.5.
No, it's a good. It's a good rating. Doesn't make it a great or a masterpiece or anything. Yeah. It's good. I enjoy it. It's not a bad movie.
It's worthy of a rewatch.
Super happy it's successful, so we get more.
Me too. Like when I saw that number, I was like, "Oh fuck!" And even when I saw it, it was actually less than that.
Yeah.
It was. I think it was around the 300 mark, and even then, I was like, "Oh, well, well, we're good.
Yeah.
We are good. That's good. Thank you.
So.
But yeah, so
everyone, let us know what you thought. Alien Romulus, which is I think the 8th movie in the series.
I think you're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. That's right.
7 if you exclude Alien vs. Predator, which most do.
Then wouldn't it be 8 then? Because there's 2.
Then it'd be 8. Yeah.
Yeah, if you include them, then it's 8. If you don't, like me, then it's 6 or 7. So 7, 9.
7, 9. 7, 9. I think we got it
now. We got it. Counting.
If you enjoy this video, like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and geekpantsmedia.com. It's so nice to do this without all the podcasts.
Oh, and YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, where we currently are right now.
Yeah, because you didn't say it.
We did, yeah. You're right. I just assumed they would have been watching it.
Yeah, but
you're right. I don't assume. Makes an ass out of you and me.
That's not even that. There are signs that tell you not to piss on electric fences. Because if there isn't, someone will piss on an electric fence.
Just to see what happens.
So you have to.
Yeah, I guess.
Do the thing about YouTube.
Good call.
Even though it's blatantly obvious.
Yeah, right. And don't piss on electric fences.
Ren and Stimpy. Don't piss on the electric fence. Thanks.